Welcome, Jester. Let me turn my mic up. Welcome, Jester. Where's that noise coming from? There's so much noise. Is that better? Yeah. Okay. I solved the noise problem. Welcome, Tooch. I'm sorry you showed up, like, right at the end of, when I was, like, realizing, like, if I try to milk any more upward energy out of myself right now, I will die. So I stopped. I'm here for now. Also, well, yeah. Welcome, Jester. Welcome, Alex. Welcome, Tooch. Let me see if I can... Come on. Oh. Here I am. Yeah. So welcome to the stream. Spoonie is here. Over,
Oh shit,
there.
there's another camera.
Yeah!
I can't hide.
I mean, you're not really in the default angle for any of these cameras, so...
Good. I can still hide.
Welcome, Flaming Quesadilla.
What?
I could go for that right now. Like, just flambéed. Imagine making a quesadilla with, like, the, you know that, like, you know, toasting tortillas on, like, raw flame? Imagine if you just, like, piled cheese in the middle of a fucking tortilla, and then just... Put
it on fire.
Yeah.
Like a s'more.
Yeah, have you ever had any... And they just set it on fire. Yeah, on your table. It's a really fancy thing.
I feel like that has happened.
Oh my god.
That might have happened.
I like hibachi grills, though. Because then you can see the fire right in front of you as it's cooking stuff. Okay, where is... You know, afternoon to evening streams. But everything leading up to it kind of made it not possible. Like, the past 3 days, I had been, like, not getting enough sleep, and, like, not having more than 15 minutes of, like, not work time. So, fucking today, I'm much more rested, and, let me look at my app right here. I just want to say this. Yeah, my body fat dropped from 19% to 9%. Over the course of a few days. So I was just running on reserves, and it's probably good that I didn't keep that up. So thanks everyone who showed up yesterday and yelled at me to stop. Because if nobody had showed up, I would have just kept going for 2 hours because I would have worked for 2 hours anyway. But you guys clearly did not want me to continue, and I thank you for that. God, my internet's so bad. I'm sorry about your internet. Oh my god. So, today I have Don't Talk to Me, and I have, let's switch to the, can I do this? Yeah, there's the chat. Hell yeah. There we go. So I found out recently, there's a way to put the audio back after someone does the alert thing and I don't have to restart the stream. So thank God. Thank God somebody found a workaround about a couple months ago and I saw it on a forum. So I picked that up. If you're that reckless again, I'll cry. Or, I don't know what that says. Is that just keyboard smash?
Yeah.
Ackerkamid. The old fucking folktale, The Boy Who Cried Acker-Chemid.
I was about to make some fucking
God.
exactly like it's like I would also cry Acker-Chemid.
The switcher is not working anymore. That's is it? No? Come on. I don't know what it, like, sometimes it's finicky. I can still do this, right? Oh wait, I can't. Yeah. There we go. My heavy metal polka band. Good luck with putting that together. Could you pan that camera a little more so the chat isn't over my face, please?
Oh. Shit.
Yeah. Nice.
Is that...
A little more.
I can't see from...
Yeah, that's good.
Oh!
That's good. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Alright. So, I already went through like a bunch of updates yesterday, but I'll do a quick spiel just again. So the on Bandcamp, I'm gonna be putting up instrumental versions of all of the High M Case albums. They're gonna be a little more expensive than usual because it's usually a patron bonus thing, so I want to be fair. And then all of that will also be added to the, you know, Patreon releases and archives and stuff like that. I'll have little blurbs and a little text thing with it that'll say, you know, if you want to use it for videos and stuff, how to link, how to credit, etc., etc. Speaking of etc., if you go to case.dog, there is now a link to the etc.verse from the homepage. There is also just some more stuff I've added, and I'm playing with the theme. I'm trying to put something together where I can, does your band end with periods or polka dots? Oh, fuck. Polka dots. Heavy metal polka band. I watched the smile creep on Spoonie's face as they got that joke. You decide, community poll. But yeah, that's about all that's going on. I just burned my tongue. Oh, there is another song besides Don't Talk to Me that I might be doing, come on. I'm so upset. I'm so upset this stopped. No. Come on. Okay, switching's gonna be a little bit slower today. Okay, so it understands that, it just doesn't understand that I want to do the... Oh, did I do numlock? No. Alright. Anyway. Oh, yeah, here I am. Should have said community poke. Okay. Polka. So let's fade out Hideout here really quick, and then let's go into... Don't Talk to Me, and I haven't really changed this since yesterday, but let's listen to it anyway because it's a new track.
If you hear me scream, you're in my territory, and don't you fucking dare come near me. I'm cross-eyed, sharp-eared, soul guy, gold tier, main feature, displeased to meet you, don't talk to me. I don't wanna hear you just got Fruity Loops and found presets, watching YouTube tubes, load paychecks on Ampersand's or racks, when in a year you'll be fucking with the same 2 tracks. I ain't looking out for labels, producers, anybody out to make you famous thinks you're stupid. What I have is fun and a toolkit with playbacks and tracks, stacking cast, that's music. Maybe it sounds a bit elitist, but I'd be crazy to be down with how your scene is. Your studio ain't practical, it's scenic. Any new trick you flick at me, I've already seen it. I got a Mac and a mic and I'm punching the clock like a demi-deity of the 2-week drop. So don't balk till you gotta launch. Get more plays and smoke damage, maybe we can talk. If you hear me scream, you're in my territory. And don't you fucking dare come near me. I'm cross-eyed, sharp-eared, soul guy, gold tier, main feature. Displeased to meet you, don't talk to me. You see me clear, you're in my range of hearing. And don't you fucking dare talk to me. Respect me like nobility, to the best of your ability. You gotta launch, get more plays and smoke damage, maybe we can talk. If you hear me scream, you're in my territory. And don't you fucking dare come near me.
That was weird.
I'm cross-eyed, sharp-eared, soul guy, gold tier, main feature. Displeased to meet you, don't talk to me. You see me clear, you're in my range of hearing. And don't you fucking dare talk to me. Respect me like nobility, to the best of your ability. But don't you dare talk to me. Don't talk to me. Don't wanna hear you're a child at heart when your mind's more childish than any other part. It ain't funny. Begging, GoFundMe, monthly. If you blow all that buying furry art, I know high water is inevitable. We're all trying and dying to keep our heads above it. The shit you can't manage is incredible though. Never cut up a vegetable like it's inedible. Wow, what are you, 5, 6? Your parents never had you play with knives? Shit, microwaving every time you dine in. How do you even stay alive like this? Netflix and video games and no lifers. What else you blow cash on? Fucking diapers? Well, I was right. Sorry for asking. Never mind, let me pass you. If you hear me scream, you're in my territory. And don't you fucking dare come near me. I'm cross-eyed, sharp-eared, soul guy, gold tier, main feature. Displeased to meet you, don't talk to me. If you see me clear, you're in my range of hearing. And don't you fucking dare talk to me. Respect me like nobility, to the best of your ability. But don't you dare talk to me. Don't talk to me. I don't need hate from involuntary celibates who can't get it up to masturbate. Want me to relate to despicable traits cause y'all ain't been laid since 1488. Maybe you're concerned about the world because you weren't rich at birth, so you gotta work. So it must be the aliens, reptiles, and birds. Like you don't parrot every other sentiment you've heard. Shut up, that's it, enough of the shit. If you're so supreme, rise above this shit. Become elite, don't bring up this shit. Walk your fucking walk and don't talk like a bitch. So if you get clipped, well warned, you fool. Talk shit, get hit is humanity's oldest rule. My patience like Photoshop's magic wand tool. If you're waiting in the way, I got less tolerance for you. If you hear me scream, you're in my territory. And don't you fucking dare come near me. I'm cross-eyed, sharp-eared, soul guy, gold tier, main feature. Displeased to meet you, don't talk to me. You see me clear, you're in my range of hearing. And don't you fucking talk to me.
And that's that song. So yeah, welcome. Welcome Cameron. And welcome, I already said welcome to Dakota. Welcome Ethereal. Yeah. So here's this track. There's a lot of flubs in the verses, and I want to smooth the rhythms out. Okay. So, the first verse I only had one take on. I also just, brought this whole thing down to, what is it? 432. So I'm gonna do that here too. It takes precisely 32 cents. Or 31 cents. Can I make that 432 even? Yes. Yes, I can. And then I'll put this at... Fuck, I don't know what key this is in. I think it was like F sharp major? Let's give it Pythagorean major in F sharp and see how that sounds with the pad.
You're in my range of hearing, and don't you fucking dare talk to me. Respect me like nobility, to the best of your ability, but don't you dare talk to me. Don't talk to me. You're in my territory, and don't you fucking dare come near me. I'm cross-eyed, sharp-eared, soul guy, gold tier, main feature. Displeased to meet you, don't talk to me. You see me clear, you're in my range of hearing, and don't you fucking dare talk to me. Respect me like nobility, to the best of your ability, but don't you dare talk to me. Don't talk to me. If you hear me scream, you're in my territory, and don't you fucking dare come near me. I'm cross-eyed, sharp-eared, soul guy, gold tier, main feature. Displeased to meet you, don't talk to me. You see me clear, you're in my range of hearing, and don't you fucking dare talk to me. Respect me like nobility, to the best of your ability, but don't you dare talk to me. Don't talk to me. Don't talk.
Don't talk. What's that one fucking Sam Smith song? That la 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 la. Fucking you know, hush.
Don't talk.
Don't talk. Hush. I know. Me and my friend Jared play that song. Me and my friend play that song out when we do like open mics.
Covering my ears like a kid. When your words mean nothing, I go la la la. I'm turning off the volume when you speak.
Fuck.
'Cause if my heart can't stop it, I find a way to block it. I go la 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 la.
We've done that for like 2 years. Maybe 3.
Displeased to meet you, don't talk to me. You see me clear, you're in my range of hearing. And don't you fucking dare talk to me. Respect me like nobility, to the best of your ability. But don't you dare talk to me. Don't talk to me.
Alright.
Talk to me.
I don't care, you just got Fruity Loops, found presets.
Talk to me.
I don't care.
talk to me. I don't wanna hear you about a daughter using got toots and loops from presets from YouTube. Blow paychecks on amps and racks. It's been a year, you've been fucking with the same 2 tracks. I ain't looking out for labels or producers. Anybody out to make you famous thinks you're stupid. I got fun and a toolkit. Gold tier main feature, displeased to meet you, don't talk to me. I don't wanna hear if you just found a daughter using got toots and loops and presets from YouTube. Blow paychecks on amps and racks. It's been a year and you're fucking with the same 2 tracks. I ain't looking out for labels, producers, anybody out to make you famous thinks you're stupid. I have fun with all my toolkits, with playbacks and tracks, stacking cash, that's mute.
Okay. Alright, I think I got this first stanza. I think the rest of it's pretty solid.
Displeased to meet you, don't talk to me. I don't wanna hear that you just found a daughter using got toots and loops and presets from YouTube. Blow paychecks on amps and racks within a year and you're fucking with the same 2 tracks. I ain't looking out for labels, producers, anybody out to make you famous thinks you're stupid. I have fun with all my toolkits, dripping cash and I'm stacking up tracks of
brand new music.
talk to me. Daughter using got toots and loops and presets from YouTube. Blow paychecks on amps and racks. It's been a year and you're fucking with the same 2 tracks. I ain't looking out for labels, producers, anybody out to make you famous thinks you're stupid. I have fun with all my toolkits, dripping cash and I'm stacking up tracks of brand new music. Maybe it sounds a bit elitist, but I'd be crazy to be down with how your scene is. Your studio ain't practical, it's scenic. Any new trick you flick at me, I've already seen it. I got a Mac and a mic and I'm punching the clock like a demi-deity of the 2-week drop. So don't balk till you got an album launch, get more plays and smoke damage, maybe we can talk. If you hear me scream, you're in my territory.
There we go. Okay.
And don't you fucking dare come near me.
What? Fortine died? Fortnite. What is a Fortnite dance?
What is that dance from French Prince?
The Carlton?
Yes.
The fucking...
Yeah.
That shit? Oh my god.
That's Fortnite dance.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
He tried to sue Fortnite.
I would... He should win.
He didn't.
Fuck! Sorry. My heart goes out to you, Alfonso Ribeiro.
They said it was too general of a dance. It wasn't choreographed enough.
I mean, that kind of shit that kind of shit happens all the time.
Yeah.
But like that it's not unusual. Oh my god. Fucking Haley has a story about at work. Like someone was watching like Fortnite videos and was talking about Fortnite and you said
Oh, There was this guy at work, I didn't like him. This is the moment I was like, I already decided I didn't like him. And he was like talking up Fortnite to me. He's like, do you play Fortnite? I love Fortnite. Fortnite's the best. And I'm just like, isn't that just PUBG for kids? And he got so mad!
Oh my god.
And then Fortnite merchandise started appearing in the toys section and kids betting, so you know.
Oh my god.
It is PUBG for kids, so.
This is not the angle that where was I? Come on. Here I am. Why are my screen transitions not working? That's so stupid. In this case, I have no knowledge of memes. I used to be pretty heavy into the memes back when I was younger, but I don't get to spend that much time on the internet as I used to. I mostly restrict my internet usage to like research, communications. I don't man. I guess I don't have much knowledge about Fortnite. I know what Fortnite is, I just don't keep up with the shit. Like, video games are really like, a tutor. A meme tutor, oh my god. Video games are like, a scene that I've never really been in the loop with. There's a few series that I follow and like, but I don't really, like I had gamer friends, and you know, every couple months there'd be some fucking brand new game that's like $60, and everyone would buy it, and everyone would go ham on it for like, you know, a couple months, and then everyone would kind of, you know, teeter off, maybe get on it every once in a while, and then you know, then another new game would come out, and then like expansions or some shit would come out, and it's just like I don't care. I really don't care, and I'm not good at video games, so fuck. Fortnite, isn't that 14 days? God. I'm trying to keep myself in a cave because I've been going insane trying to keep up on all the goings on of pop culture. I uninstalled my news app because every day is the same shit. Like, come on. Every day is the same shit. Like, you'll see some stuff about like the 20 new Democrats that are running, and then you'll hear some shit about you know, Trump did this thing. Oh, that spells the end for that, and then it doesn't. So like, you know, I'm tired. I'm tired of watching the news. You'd be good at Minecraft? So Minecraft is kind of where my internet social life began. My ex, a long ass time ago, got me a copy of Minecraft, and I would set up servers on Hamachi for me and my friends. There was one server that I had back when like way back when I was on Tumblr, and like rising on Tumblr, and it was a Mistcraft server, which meant that you could like make your own universe, like you could put symbols into a book and then make your own universe, and you could navigate it, and you could basically make and play Myst your own way on that server. And I would love to do something like that again. I don't know if Mistcraft is still supported, but that shit's fun. I will say though, there is one video game company that I've kept up my entire fucking life, and that is Bungie. There's, you know, I remember finding Myst 2 boxes, like, I'm sorry, Myth 2 boxes up in my attic, and, you know, playing Marathon. I've played Marathon a couple times. I got Durandal on the 360. I have the Aleph 1 versions on my computer. I just downloaded those again because I wanted to do research on Angry AI because it's a thing. I loved the Halo series up until Reach, and then Destiny came out, and I thought it was the coolest fucking looking game because it had like the exact aesthetic that I love, which is the like medieval culture and like Middle English sort of Tolkien-esque like culture, but all of the visuals, like the filter on all of that, like you could be blind and be playing Destiny and think like I'm in a like Tolkien like D&D game, and you'll hear about like the hobgoblins and the vandals and the blah blah blah, and but it's so sci-fi and it's so shiny, and I love that shit. And the first game wasn't good, but I got the second game for free, and I just cleared off a bunch of space on my laptop. That's been the motivating I've been trying to do that for a fucking year since I migrated everything. I never had the chance, but today I just randomly decided, you know what would be great? If I could download Destiny 2. So I cleared off a bunch of space on my laptop so I can install Windows on it later. But yeah. I'd love to have like a community Minecraft server eventually. That'd be fun. Alright, I'm gonna get back to recording. Or rather, practicing.
I don't wanna hear that you just found a DAW to use and got toots and loops and presets from YouTube. Low paychecks on amps and racks. It's been a year and you're fucking with the same 2 tracks. I ain't looking out for labels or producers. Anybody out to make you famous thinks you're stupid.
Alright.
I don't wanna hear if you just found a DAW to use and got toots and loops and presets from YouTube. Low paychecks on amps and racks. It's been a year and you're fucking with the same 2 tracks. No, I ain't looking out for labels or producers. Anybody out to make you famous thinks you're stupid. I have fun with all my toolkits, dipping casts and stacking up tracks of brand new music. Maybe it sounds a bit elitist, but I'd be crazy to be down with how your scene is. Your studio ain't practical, it's scenic, and any new trick you flick at me, I've already seen it. I got a Mac and a mic and I'm punching the clock like a demi-deity of the 2-week drops. So don't balk till you got an album launch, get more plays and smoke damage, maybe we can talk. If you hear me scream, you're in my
Alright. Alright.
I don't wanna hear that you just found a DAW to use and got toots and loops and presets from YouTube. Low paychecks on amps and racks. It's been a year and you're fucking with the same 2 tracks. No, I ain't looking out for labels or producers. Anybody out to make you famous thinks you're stupid. I have fun with all my toolkits, dripping casts and stacking up tracks of new music. Maybe it sounds a bit elitist, but I'd be crazy to be down with how your scene is. Your studio ain't practical, it's scenic. Any new trick you flick at me, I've already seen it. I got a Mac and a mic and I'm punching the clock like a demi-deity of the 2-week drops. So don't balk till you got a track launch, get more plays and smoke damage, maybe we can talk. If you hear me.
Bit off on the time there.
I don't wanna hear that you just found a DAW to use and got toots and loops and presets from YouTube. Low paychecks on cents and racks. It's in a year and you're fucking with the same 2 tracks. No, I ain't looking out for labels or producers. Anybody out to make you famous thinks you're stupid. I have fun with all my toolkits, dripping cash and I'm stacking up tracks and new. I don't wanna hear that you just found a DAW to use and got toots and loops and presets from YouTube. Low paychecks on amps and racks. It's been a year and you're fucking with the same 2 tracks. No, I ain't looking out for labels or producers. Anybody out to make you famous thinks you're stupid. I have fun with all my toolkits, dripping cash and I'm stacking up tracks of brand new music. Maybe it sounds a bit elitist, but I'd be crazy to be down with how your scene is. Your studio ain't practical, it's scenic. Any new trick you flick at me, I've already seen it. I got a Mac and a mic and I'm punching the clock like a demi-deity of the 2-week drops. So don't balk till you got a track launch, get more plays and smoke damage, we can talk. If you hear me scream,
there we go.
You're in my
Okay, I need that 4 bars.
I don't wanna wanna hear that you just found a DAW to use and got toots and loops and presets from YouTube. Blow paychecks on amps and racks. It's been a year and you're fucking with the same 2 tracks. No, I ain't looking out for labels, producers, anybody out to make you famous thinks you're stupid. I have fun with all my toolkits, dripping cash and I'm stacking up tracks of brand new music. Maybe it sounds a bit elitist, but that'd be crazy to be down with how your scene is. Your studio ain't practical, it's scenic. Any new trick you flick at me, I've already seen it. I got a Mac and a mic and I'm punching the clock like a demi-deity. Got the 2-week drops, so don't balk till you got a track launch. Get more plays and smoke damage and we'll talk. If you hear me scream, you're...
Alright, let's cut a couple syllables just so I can...
I don't wanna hear you just found a DAW to use and got toots and loops and presets from YouTube. Blow paychecks on amps and racks. It's been a year and you're fucking with the same 2 tracks. No, I ain't looking out for labels or producers, anybody out to make you famous thinks you're stupid. I have fun with all my toolkits, dripping cash and I'm stacking up tracks of brand new music. Maybe it sounds a bit elitist, but I'd be crazy to be down with how your scene is. Your studio ain't practical, it's scenic. Any new trick you flick at me, I've already seen it. I got a Mac and a mic and I'm punching the clock like a demi-deity of the 2-week drops. So don't balk till your tracks launch. Get more plays and smoke damage and we'll talk. If you hear me scream, you're...
Yeah, I've had exes that have ruined things for me for a bit. There's some things that, like, were, like, so integral to my identity and, like, who I am as a person that, like, you know, I'll start it, like, I will not let those things be associated with exes, I swear to God. I am determined. Because, like, sometimes with, like, games and shit, sometimes when, like, I remember Second Life. I was one of those, I'm a Second Lifer, let me tell you. And I used to date people on Second Life, and then, you know, go around and hang out with friends and, like, adventure and explore and grief places and hit up gotchas and all that shit, build stuff. And, there were a couple times where I just didn't want to fucking log on to Second Life for, like, a year because of just bad memories. And I remember way back when I was in a fucking band with Jared and my friends, like, 10 years ago, they called that. Like, one of them just straight up was like, hey, you still do Second Life? And I was like, I haven't been on in a while. And they're like, why, bad memories? And I'm like, fuck you. Don't call out my emotions. I can't admit I have those yet.
I don't wanna find that you just...
I don't want to hear.
No, I don't wanna hear that you just found a DAW to use and got toots and loops and presets from YouTube. Blow paychecks on amps and racks. It's been a year and you're fucking with the same 2 tracks. No, I ain't looking out for labels or producers, anybody out to make it famous thinks you're stupid. I have fun with all my toolkits, dripping cash and I'm stacking up tracks of new music. Maybe it sounds a bit elitist, but I'd be crazy to be down with how your scene is. Your studio ain't practical, it's scenic. Any trick you flick at me, I've already seen it. With a Mac and a mic and I'm punching the clock like a demi-deity of the 2-week drop. So don't balk till your tracks launch. Get more plays and smoke damage, maybe we can talk.
My need for efficiency makes me work too hard to min-max my dump. Yeah, that's my problem with games like that. I can't just chill. It's my thing with Minecraft too. There is one building on any Minecraft server that I will set out and build, and my entire like career on that Minecraft server will be building that one building. And it is a self-sufficient 9x9 fortress that starts off underground, like usually under a sea or something. And then I will build fucking, and then I'll build a tower upward. I'll find a way to generate material, right? And then I will just build a fucking tower upward. And just have this huge citadel. And, like, I'll sink all of my time into, like, that's my goal. That's my goal on Minecraft. That's the only time that's all I do on Minecraft. And, like, that being all I do, I mean, like, it encompasses everything. Like, I'll have a fishing pool inside, I'll have an arboreum underground, I'll have an underground farm, and I'll keep it there until I, like, you know, build a tower up high enough that I can put that kind of shit toward the top and just have windows around it. But, you know. Yeah, sometimes you gotta find new meaning in things, sometimes you gotta find new symbolism. I feel that.
I don't wanna hear that you just found a DAW to use and got toots and loops and presets from YouTube. Blow paychecks on amps and racks. It's been a year and you're fucking with the same 2 tracks. No, I ain't looking out for labels or producers. Anybody out to make you famous thinks you're stupid. I have fun with all my toolkits, dripping cash and I'm stacking up tracks and new music. Maybe it sounds a bit elitist, but I'd be crazy to be down with how your scene is. Your studio ain't practical, it's scenic. Any new trick you flick at me, I've already seen it. With the Mac and a mic, I've been punching the clock like a demi-deity of the 2-week drops. So don't balk till your tracks launch. Get more plays and smoke damage, maybe we can talk. If you hear me scream, you're in my territory. I don't wanna hear that you just found a DAW to use and got toots and loops and presets from YouTube. Blow paychecks on amps and racks. It's been a year and you're fucking with the same 2 tracks.
I gotta sing it into the mic.
I don't wanna hear that you just found a DAW to use and got loops and... I don't wanna hear that you just found a DAW to use and got toots and loops and presets from YouTube. Blow paychecks on amps and racks. It's been a year and you're fucking with the same 2 tracks. No, I ain't looking out for labels or producers. Anybody out to make it famous thinks you're stupid. I have fun with all my toolkits, dripping cash and I'm stacking up tracks of brand new music. Maybe it sounds a bit elitist, but I'd be crazy to be down with how your scene is. Your studio ain't practical, it's scenic. Any new trick you flick at me, I've already seen it. With the Mac and a mic, I'll be punching the clock like a demi-deity of the 2-week drought. So don't balk till your tracks launch. Top the plate, smoke damage, got maybe we can talk. If you hear me scream,
there we go.
You're in my territory. And I don't wanna hear that you just found a DAW to use and got toots and loops and presets from YouTube. Blow paychecks on amps and racks. It's been a year and you're fucking with the same 2 tracks. No, I ain't looking up for labels or producers. Anybody out to make you famous thinks you're stupid. I have fun with all my toolkits, dripping cash and I'm stacking up tracks and new music. Maybe it sounds a bit elitist, but I'd be crazy to be down with how your scene is. Your studio ain't practical, it's scenic. Any new trick you flick at me, I've already seen it. With the mic and a mic and I'm punching the clock like a demi-deity of the 2-week drop. So don't balk till your tracks launch. Top the plate, smoke damage, got maybe we can talk. If you hear me scream.
There we go. Energy.
I don't wanna hear you. I don't wanna hear if you just found a DAW to use and got toots and loops and presets from YouTube. Blow paychecks on amps and racks. It's been a year and you're fucking with the same 2 tracks. No, I ain't fucking out for labels, producers. Anybody out to make you famous thinks you're stupid. I have fun with all my toolkits, dripping cash and I'm stacking up tracks of brand new music. Maybe it sounds a bit elitist, but that'd be crazy to be down with how your scene is. Your studio ain't practical, it's scenic. Any new trick you flick it, me, I've already seen it. With the Mac and a mic, I'll be punching the clock like a demi-deity of the 2-week drop. So don't balk till your tracks launch. Top the plate, smoke damage got, maybe we can talk. If you hear me scream.
Alright. Now I have the rhythm. Now I have all the fucking... Now I know what I'm doing. Let's take away all of these. All of them. Just for all of them. Just fucking get rid of them. Okay. Delete that too. Save. Alright, let's do one more track of this and then I'll move on to the second verse. It's already been an hour, damn. I've been working on this too long.
I don't wanna hear that you just found a DAW to use and got toots and loops and presets from YouTube blow. Paychecks on synths and racks, it's been a year and you're fucking with the same 2 tracks. No, I ain't looking out for labels or producers. Anybody out to make you famous thinks you're stupid. I have fun with all my toolkits, dripping cash and I'm stacking up tracks of brand new music. Maybe it sounds a bit elitist, but that'd be crazy to be down with how your scene is. Your studio ain't practical, it's scenic. Any new trick you flick at me, I've already seen it. With the Mac and a mic, I'll be punching the clock like a demi-deity of the 2-week drop. So don't balk till your tracks launch. Top the plate, smoke damage got, maybe we can talk. If you hear me scream.
That's it. I kinda wanna do one more with gusto. It's like fucking intonation. Let's try it.
I don't wanna hear that you just found a DAW to use and got toots and loops and presets from YouTube blow. Paychecks on amps and racks, it's been a year and you're fucking with the same 2 tracks. No, I ain't looking out for labels, producers, anybody out to make you famous thinks you're stupid. I have fun with all my toolkits, dripping cash and I'm stacking up tracks and new music. Maybe it sounds a bit elitist, but that'd be crazy to be down with how your scene is. Your studio ain't practical, it's scenic. Any new trick you flick at me, I've already seen it. With the Mac and a mic, I'll be punching the clock like a demi-deity of the 2-week drop. So don't balk till your tracks launch. Top the plate, smoke damage got, maybe we can talk. If you hear me scream.
And that's it. That's that verse. Alright, let's listen to that back.
Producers,
I'm an hour late? Epic. Well, you know, you missed one verse. So, I mean, pretty good timing. Welcome, Torin.
Talk to me. I don't wanna hear that
also,
you
welcome, Eden. I didn't say welcome.
And got toots and loops and presets from YouTube blow. Paychecks on amps and racks, it's been a year and you're fucking with the same 2 tracks. No, I ain't looking out for labels, producers, anybody out to make you famous thinks you're stupid. I have fun with all my toolkits, dripping cash and I'm stacking up tracks and new music. Maybe it sounds a bit elitist, but that'd be crazy to be down with how your scene is. I have fun with all my toolkits, dripping cash and I'm stacking up tracks of brand new music. Maybe it sounds I have fun with all my toolkits, dripping cash and I'm stacking up tracks of brand new music. Maybe it sounds a bit elitist, but that'd be crazy to be down with how your scene is. Your studio ain't practical, it's scenic. Any new trick you flick at me, I've already seen it. With the Mac and a mic, I'll be punching the clock like a demi-deity of the 2-week drop. So don't balk till your tracks launch. Top the plate, smoke damage got, maybe we can talk. If you hear me scream, you're in my territory. And don't you fucking dare come near me. I'm crow's-eyed, sharp-eared, soul guy, gold tier, main feature. Displeased to meet you, don't talk to me. You see me clear, you're in my range of hearing. And don't you fucking dare talk to me. Respect me like nobility, to the best of your ability. But don't you dare talk to me. Don't talk to me. I don't wanna hear you're a child at heart. Your mind's more childish than any other part. It ain't funny. Begging, go fund me monthly if you blow the money buying furry art. I know high water is inevitable. We're all trying and dying to keep our heads above it all. The shit you can't manage is incredible though. You never cut up a vegetable. Tell me it's inedible. Wow. Come on, what are you, 5, 6? Your parents never had you play with knives? Shit, microwaving every time you dine? In. How do you even stay alive like this? Netflix and video games and no lifers. What else you blow cash on? Fucking diapers? Well, I was right. Sorry for asking. Never mind, let me trash you.
There we go.
Don't Don't talk to me. I don't wanna hear you're a child at heart when your mind's more childish than any other part. It ain't funny. Begging, GoFundMe, monthly. If you blow the money buying furry art. I know, high water is inevitable. We're all trying and dying to keep our heads above it all. The shit you can't manage is incredible though. You never cut up a vegetable. Tell me it's inedible. Wow! What are you, 5, 6? Your parents never had you play with knives? Shit. Microwaving every time you dine? In. How the fuck you stay alive like this? Netflix and video games and no lifers. What else you blow cash on? Fucking diapers? I was right. Sorry for asking. Never mind, let me trash you. If you don't talk to me. I don't wanna hear you're a child at heart when your mind's more childish than any other part. It ain't funny. Begging, GoFundMe, monthly. If you blow the money buying furry art. I know, high water is inevitable. We're all trying and dying to keep our heads above it all. The shit you can't manage is incredible though. You never cut up a vegetable. Tell me it's inedible. Wow! What are you, 5, 6? Your parents never had you play with knives? Shit. Microwaving every time you dine? In. How the fuck do you stay alive like this? Netflix and video games and no lifers. What else you blow cash on? Fucking diapers? I was right. Sorry for asking. Never mind, let me trash you. Okay. This is the most relatable rap I've ever heard. Do you also see and interact with a lot of fucking furries that just don't know how to take care of themselves? Cause like... Spoonie's nodding. To be fair, there's friends of mine in this chat who have told me that the vegetables are hard to eat for them, and that's fine. That's fine. I'm more about talking about like if you can't fucking, you know, if you can't eat things you cook, basically. Yes, apparently I do. Goddamn. I'm sorry. I've been there. I think I only got into vegetables. I think I only was like I only appreciated vegetables when like I ate so much fucking junk food it made me sick, and then I stopped eating for a couple days, and then I randomly was like, I want a carrot. I really want a carrot. And then I started doing stir fries with, like, you know, fried rice and shit. Let's keep rolling. Don't talk to me. I don't wanna hear you're a child at heart when your mind's more childish than any other part. It ain't funny. Begging, GoFundMe, monthly. If you blow the money buying furry art. I know high water is inevitable. We're all trying and dying to keep... Fuck. Rhythm. Don't talk to me. I don't wanna hear you're a child at heart and your mind's more childish than any other part. It ain't funny. Begging, GoFundMe, monthly. If you blow the money buying furry art. I know high water is inevitable. We're all trying and dying to keep our heads above it all. But the shit you can't manage is incredible though. You never cut up a vegetable. Wow! What are you, 5, 6? Your parents never had you play with knives? Shit. Microwaving every time you dine? In. How do you even stay alive like this? Netflix and video games and no lifers. What else you blow cash on? Fucking diapers? Well, I was right. Sorry for asking. Never mind, let me trash you. Okay. Don't talk to me. I don't wanna hear you're a child at heart when your mind's more childish than any other part. It ain't funny. Begging, GoFundMe, monthly. If you blow the money buying furry art. I know, high water is inevitable. We're all trying and dying to keep our heads above it all. The shit you can't manage is incredible though. You never cut up a vegetable. Tell me it's inedible. Wow! What are you, 5, 6? Your parents never had you play with knives? Shit. Microwaving every time you dine? In. How do you even stay alive like this? Netflix and video games and no lifers. What the fuck you blow cat? Oh, I was right. Sorry for asking. Never mind, let me trash you. Okay. That's 4 takes and I fucked up the last one. Let's just do another take of the... I got this verse down, fuck it. Wow! What are you, 5, 6? Your parents never had you play with knives? Shit. Microwaving every time you dine? In. How do you even stay alive like this? Netflix and video games and no lifers. What else you blow cash on? Fucking diapers? Well, I was right. Sorry for asking. Never mind, let me pass you. Alright.
How much do diapers cost? How much would they actually set you back? I wonder.
I'm gonna like look that up.
Oh my god.
I'm never in that section of my Target, so I don't know.
Yeah, I never look there on Amazon. I buy wet wipes, but I never buy diapers.
This is going in my search history. And I'm gonna get ads for like expectant parents. I'm gonna be like, no. Oh Jesus.
The one time I bought wet wipes, I was getting ads for baby shit. Like,
oh no.
Like, I never looked at how much the diapers cost, though. I'm sure they were recommended to me. God. What even? Okay.
164 diapers cost $40.
It's 18 hours.
Okay. $40.
$40, and that's like cheap. That's bulk. That'd be, yeah. That's unnecessary.
If you need 100, that's not unnecessary if you have a baby.
Well, I mean, no, I mean, like, come on.
Like somebody was like,
I mean, I guess if it's a kink, that's, you know, that's money to be sinking into a kink.
Jeez. About 26 cents per diaper. Apparently.
84, 60. Holy
This
shit.
is something we're looking up on stream, sorry.
See you around, Cameron. I just wanted to know, like, how much weight this line had. But I mean, like, if you can't manage... If you can't pay rent, and you're buying furry out all the time, I'd imagine, like, buying diapers every once in a while, like, isn't too big a hit on your fucking paycheck. Anyway, where's my white supremacist, verse? Don't want to hear.
Don't talk to me.
Don't want to hear hateful bait from.
Voluntary celibates. Don't talk to me.
Don't want to hear hateful bait from involuntary.
Don't talk to me.
Don't want to hear hate from involuntary celibates who can't get it up to master.
Don't talk to me.
I don't want to hear.
Don't talk to me.
Don't want to hear hate from involuntary celibates who can't get it up to masturbate and want me to relate to despicable traits cause y'all ain't been laid since 1488. Maybe you're concerned about the world because you weren't rich at birth, so you gotta work. Maybe you're concerned about the world because you weren't rich at birth, so you gotta work. Okay.
Don't talk to me.
Don't wanna hear bait from involuntary celibates.
Don't talk to me.
Don't wanna hear bait from involuntary celibates cause you can't get it up to masturbate. You want me to relate to despicable traits cause y'all ain't been laid since 1488. Maybe you're concerned about the world because you weren't rich at birth. Think the tables have turned just cause you gotta work. So it must be the aliens, the birds, like you don't parrot every other sentiment you've heard. Shut up, that's it, enough of this shit. If you're so supreme then rise above this shit. Become an elite and don't bring up that shit. Walk a fucking walk, don't talk like a bitch. So if you get clipped, well warned you fool. Talk shit, get hit is humanity's oldest rule. My patience like Photoshop's magic wand tool. If you're whiting in the way, I got less tolerance for you.
Don't talk to me.
Don't wanna hear about.
Don't talk to me.
Don't wanna hear bait from involuntary celibates who can't get it up to masturbate. Want me to relate to parrot every other sentiment you've heard. Shut up, that's it, enough of this shit. If you're so supreme, rise above this shit. Become an elite and don't bring up this shit. Walk your fucking walk, don't talk like a bitch. If you get clipped, well warned you fool. Talk shit, get hit is humanity's oldest rule. My patience like Photoshop's magic wand tool. If you're whiting in the way, I got less tolerance for you.
Don't talk. Don't talk to me.
I don't wanna hear bait from involuntary celibates.
Don't talk to me. I don't need bait from involuntary celibates who can't get it up to masturbate. Want me to relate to despicable traits, cause y'all ain't been late since 1488. Maybe you're concerned about the world because you weren't rich at birth. Think the tables have turned just cause you gotta work. So it must be the aliens, reptiles, and birds. Like you don't parrot every other sentiment you've heard. Shut up, that's it, enough of this shit. If you're so supreme, rise above this shit. Become elite and don't bring up this shit. Walk a fucking walk, don't talk like a bitch. If you get clipped, well warned, you fool. Talk shit, get hit is humanity's oldest rule. The patience like Photoshop's magic wand tool. If you're whiting in the way, less tolerance for you. If you don't talk to me. Don't wanna hear bait from involuntary celibates, cause you can't get it up to masturbate. You want me to relate to despicable traits, cause y'all ain't been late since 1488. Maybe you're concerned about the world cause you weren't rich at birth. Think the tables have turned just cause you gotta work. So it must be the aliens, the reptiles, the birds. Like you don't parrot every other sentiment you've heard. Shut up, that's it, enough of this shit. You're so supreme, rise above this shit. Become elite, don't bring up this shit. Walk your fucking walk, don't talk like a bitch. If you get clipped, well warned, you fool. Talk shit, get hit is humanity's oldest rule. But patience like Photoshop's magic wand tool. If you're whiting in the way, I got less tolerance for you.
God. $1.3 for one. I don't even want to, like, you know what? This has gone too deep to be practical. Let's get off the topic of how much diapers cost. Okay. I want to do, how many good takes do I have? 4. Let's do one more. Because I keep fucking I'm reeling still. I hate this conversation. Be thankful that you don't fucking know anybody that, like, recreationally uses diapers. No. It's the strangest fucking thing. It's the strangest fucking thing. I don't understand it. I've had it explained to me what the appeal is, and I still don't fucking get it. It's just unsanitary. There was a furry convention that was shut down because people were wearing diapers out in public, and people were throwing diapers onto, like, fucking hotel guests' cars and shit.
Exactly which con that is.
Yeah, oh man, Rainforest? Yeah. There's fucking stories about that shit.
Every hotel in that area banned Rainforest.
Yeah, all the hotels called and talked to each other, and then when they tried to set up another one, when the same people tried to set up another one, they were like, no, you're not doing that here. I'm sorry. Furries aren't allowed in Seattle anymore. Furries have been banned from Seattle. That's incredible. Oh my god. Oh god, I heard about that. Don't talk. Adult diaper. Let's bash neo-Nazis. Let's move on from diapers. Don't talk to me.
I don't need hate from involuntary celibates who can't get it up to masturbate. Want me to relate to despicable traits, cause y'all ain't been late since 1488. Maybe you're concerned about the world because you weren't rich at birth. Think the tables turned just cause you gotta work. Maybe it's the reptiles, aliens, birds. Shut up, that's it, enough of this shit. If you're so supreme, rise above this shit. Become elite, don't bring up that shit. Walk your fucking walk, don't talk like a bitch. If you get clipped, well warned, you fool. Talk shit, get hit is humanity's oldest rule. But patience like Photoshop's magic wand tool. If you're whiting in the way, less tolerance for you. If you hear me scream.
Fucking Ilrel's here. Welcome, I'm talking about neo-Nazis. It's been so long, thank you for showing up to the stream. Ilrel's gonna be so confused, like, why the fuck are you talking about diapers? The fuck did I just walk into?
I want a character with that voice.
This is my Ilrel impression. It's not. You're great. How have you been, though? I'm gonna give you time to type as I do this verse again.
Don't talk to me. Don't wanna hear bait from involuntary celibates who can't get it up to masturbate. Want me to fuck. Don't talk to me. Don't wanna hear bait from involuntary celibates, cause you can't get it up to masturbate. Want me to relate to despicable traits, cause y'all ain't been late since 1488. Maybe you're concerned about the world cause you weren't rich at birth. Think the tables turn just cause you gotta work. So it must be the aliens, reptiles, and birds. Like you don't parrot every other sentiment you've heard. Shut up, that's it, enough of this shit. If you're so supreme, rise above this shit. Become elite and don't bring up this shit. Walk your walk and don't talk like a bitch. If you get clipped, well warned, you fool. Talk shit, get hit is humanity's oldest rule. But patience like Photoshop's magic wand tool. If you're whiting in the way, no tolerance for you.
If you hear me scream.
And shit can mean both. They hotboxed and did more. And they hotboxed and just shit in the place.
No!
We found an old fucking abandoned freezer outside the back of a restaurant and we just hotboxed it and shit. We hotboxed it and shit in the freezer. I hope the next restaurant that takes up that building hires a janitor. Fuck.
Don't talk to me.
Don't wanna hear bait from involuntary celibates, cause you can't get it up to masturbate. Want me to relate to despicable traits, cause y'all ain't been late since 1488. Maybe you're concerned about the world cause you weren't rich at birth. Think the tables turn just cause you gotta work. So it must be the aliens, reptiles, birds, because you don't parrot every sentiment you've heard. Shut up, that's it, enough of this shit. If you're so supreme, rise above this shit. Become elite and don't bring up this shit. Walk your walk and don't talk like a bitch. If you get clipped, well warned, you fool. Talk shit, get hit is humanity's oldest rule. But patience like Photoshop's magic wand tool. If you're whiting in the way, less tolerance for you.
If you hear me scream, you're in my
God. It's dead ass 6 a.m. Is this late for you? Do you usually stay up late or? Alright, we got 7 takes of that. That's pretty much all I need to fucking do for the verses on this track.
Don't talk to me.
Don't wanna hear bait from involuntary celibates, cause you can't get it. Be to relate. Don't wanna hear bait from involuntary celibates, cause you can't get it up to masturbate. Bait. Want me to relate to despicable traits, cause y'all ain't been late since 1488. Maybe you're concerned about the world cause you weren't rich at birth. Think the tables turn just cause you gotta work. So it must be the aliens, reptiles, and birds. Like you don't parrot every other sentiment you've heard. Shut up, that's it, enough of this shit. If you're so supreme, rise above this shit. Become elite and don't bring up this shit. Walk your walk and don't talk like a bitch. If you get clipped, well warned, you fool. Talk shit, get hit is humanity's oldest rule. But patience like Photoshop's magic wand tool. If you're whiting in the way, no tolerance for you.
If you hear me scream, you're in my territory. And don't you fucking.
But patience like Photoshop's magic wand tool. If you're whiting in the way, less tolerance for you.
If you hear me scream.
Photoshop's magic wand tool. If you're whiting in the way, less tolerance for you.
If you hear me scream, you're in my territory. And don't you fucking dare come near me.
Oh no! It's already beginning with Flaming Quesadilla. I'm so sorry. F. God. You know, one of my favorite, or one of my least favorite, like, something that I would love to just set right, with, like, a video game eventually, is in Halo 3, there's this thing where you're, you know, it's like the end of the trilogy, right? It's like the end of the first big story arc of the Halo series, and you're in the control room, and one of the main characters dies, not gonna say who, and you just killed another character, and you're walking up, and you walk up to the control panel, and then a cutscene starts. And that made me so fucking furious, because I wanted nothing more. I wanted nothing more than to walk up to the control panel and have it say, press X to activate Halo. That would have made that entire series for me, but they didn't do it. They could have started the cutscene then! You never get a press X to activate Halo in all of the Halo series, and that makes me so upset. Okay. Sorry, I just gotta... I'm on a fucking bungee kick lately. I don't know what's been up. I downloaded Marathon the other day. It's so hot in here. Why is it so fucking hot? That thing isn't even on.
It's not even on.
Oh, it's because the heater was turned up to 75 this morning. That's right.
Jesus Christ.
It's warm. Sweating. Svetting. I wonder if I could do an octave up on the chorus. It's probably out of the question now that I transposed it up, but I could try.
Damage got, maybe we can talk.
If you hear me scream, you're in my territory. And don't you fucking dare come near me. I'm Crow's-eyed, sharp-eared, soul guy, gold tier main feature. Displeased to meet you, don't talk to me.
That little echo makes you sound like an announcer in a giant space arc or some shit. Like in Halo? No, I like that. I've come to enjoy the phase that running my talkback through my DAW gives me on stream. It makes me feel more ethereal. Let's just try this.
Semi-deity of the 2-week drop, so don't balk till your tracks launch. Top the plate, smoke damage got, maybe we can talk.
If you hear me scream, you're in my territory. And don't you fucking dare come near me. I'm Crow's-eyed, sharp.
Oh wait, I don't know the lyrics. That's a problem.
Semi-deity of the 2-week drop, so don't balk till your tracks launch. Top the plate, smoke damage got.
I'm a hologram. I am simply a collection of points in the meta that takes an approximate form that, like, tomorrow you'll wake up and you'll be dead sure that you watched the stream, but you can't be sure that I'm real.
Semi-deity of the 2-week drop, so don't balk till your tracks launch. Top the plate, smoke damage got, maybe we can talk.
If you hear me scream, you're in my territory. And don't you fucking dare come near me. I'm Crow's-eyed, sharp-eared, soul guide, gold tier main feature. Displeased to meet you, don't talk to me.
Okay, I need to turn this down.
Semi-deity of the 2-week drop, so don't balk till your tracks launch. Top the plate, smoke damage got, maybe we can talk.
If you hear me scream, you're in my territory. And don't you fucking dare come near me. I'm Crow's-eyed, sharp-eared, soul guide, gold tier main feature. Displeased to meet you, don't talk to me. You see me clear, you're in my range of hearing. And don't you fucking dare talk to me. Respect me like nobility, to the best of your ability. But don't you dare talk to me. Don't talk to me.
That's questionable. We're all just made of quarks and rainbows. Basically. Basically, yeah. Also late, but I feel you on the, like, falling asleep in the afternoon and then waking up. Like, I got done with that stream shit yesterday, and then, you know, did a couple things that I needed to do in the studio, and then went there we go. Okay. Is the mic box still working?
Semi-deity of the 2.
Okay. That's good. Alright, and then advanced. Close. Properties. Okay. Fine. Okay. Got it. Alright. Yeah, let's give my voice a break, and then I can explain some stuff. It's back? Awesome. Just in time for me to talk about meta. So, fucking, what's up with my hair today? So, case dog slash hs slash hs.png. No, let's do hs8. No. Fuck! .dog slash hs slash hs8.png. You're, oh, I put dot. Here we go. So, I've pulled up this thing before. Can I do the switcher works again. Fuck. Okay, so there's the sound. For some reason, if I make the screen big, okay, there it is. Got it. Got it. The government is silencing the hologram. That's my fucking problem. That's why I have so many technical difficulties. They're after me. I don't actually believe that. Okay. Oh wait, no wait, I gotta go back to this? Okay, and now there is audio. Cool. Awesome. Amazing. Alright, so I pulled up this chart a lot. I pulled up this chart quite a bit. This is the 7 chakra system, right? And this is sort of how this works. We have grounding in our chakra up to 3 because we live in the 3rd dimension. 3 is a really good number to us. And so, like, you can sort of understand that by, you know, we encompass, like, these... There's a lower physicality, there is an individual physicality, which is us, and then there is our concept of individuality and our cycles and our routines and all of that. You know, the perfect fit, the 3-to-2 ratio, all that shit. Once you get to here, then you have, like, a heart, right, for the concepts that you've been given, right? And so when this becomes your heart gate, you understand that there's 3 things. The Holy Trinity is the concept, you know, they're vague names, you know, the Father, the Son. So the Father being like, you know, one tone, the Son being like a smaller version of the same tone, and then the Holy Spirit being the overtone that generates over it. The Holy Spirit, really, that just means there's 3 things. There's 3 things, and once you get to the 3rd thing, it forms a conception. It forms like its own enclosure of, like, you know, what it understands, and what it understands is, oh, there's 3 things. There's me, and then there's some stuff above and below me. So, like, this thing here, it's like, oh, there's some shit above and below me, and then, like, once it gets up to here and has those ideas, it's like, oh, okay, there's this and there's this. So yeah. So that's the introduction to how you kind of move up in terms of conception of in like, you know, the chakra system. They say that the chakra above 3 are the ethereal chakra. You need a concept of this above just your actions, right? This is a concept that you create. It's a construct that you, like, you know, have to form. And then you'll realize your choice in agency and expression. You'll realize your choice in agency in like the patterns of the world around you, the habits, you know, which is a smaller subset of your activity. You have activity, and then you have habits, right? And then up here, H7, harmonic 7, it's that fucking, where's my keys? Where's my keys? That's quiet. That's still quiet. Yeah, so the first octave you get. Let me duplicate this just so I can have it be louder. See that? There's the octave, and then the fifth, and then you get up to this next part, and it's that sound, which I love. Now let me get to the gay part. Let me get to the gay part now that I've explained this. So, once you've moved up to here and you can conceptualize, okay, there's three things, then you move up to the actual heart chakra. And what's in the actual heart chakra? No. That's not right either. 16B? Yeah. Once you get up to the actual heart chakra, then you have an understanding of the levels below it, right? So there were 7 leading up to the heart chakra, and then the heart chakra has this fucking spectrum here, right? This rainbow, where you can get the primary colors from here, roughly. But once you have the primary colors, then you're like, oh, there's some shit in between, ain't there? And that shit in between is important, isn't it? Let me say that again. Once you understand that there are a few primary colors, once you understand that once you get into individuality, right? Let me break this down. Let me break down gay for you. Once you understand that your place as an individual is, oh, there's something here and there's something here. Once you understand that there are primary colors outside of you, then you understand that there are points on the spectrum in between. The heart chakra is understanding that not everything can be simple primary colors, and that you need to accept the points on the spectrum in between the primary colors. And once you get that, and once you can appreciate that, you have heart, right? Your heart has evolved. You can play a full heart song. You can be in tune with all of the colors of the rainbow. Spiritual Welcome, Trinity. I know nothing about chakras and you're blurting a whole load of nonsense at me and I'm so confused. Started at 80 and we need to be at 8. This is a galaxy brain. I'm a cow brain even though cows don't exist. Oh boy. Let's talk about the fucking... Accept the spectrum and the people in between the primary colors. Got it. Got it. You got the message. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So let's talk about the harmonic series in general. So this is actually just a visual talk of... This is actually just a visual representation of a musical principle. And so it basically, let's pull out a sine wave generator. I'm gonna do this whole thing. I'm gonna see how I do this so often, but I like doing it. I like giving this feel. And like every time I do it, I refine it. So let's just go for it. Let's get a keyboard. Oh shit, I need a printer cable. I know there's one upstairs, and it's laying on the floor next to the white printer. Wait, what is that on the floor? The gold.
This one?
Yeah. Is that connected to anything?
Yes.
Let me see. Okay, I don't know where that's going.
Go.
It's really interesting to hear theories and explanations about things. So yeah, this is a weird philosophy thing I sort of stumbled into in the past few years because it's one of those things where the more stuff that I look into, you don't have to understand what a chakra is. The more stuff that I've looked into, the more things that I've sort of discovered follow the harmonic series. Just a quick, let's introduce a few concepts that are outside of the harmonic series. Chakra are essentially, imagine your body has like a bunch of Guitar Hero nodes, right? Like it's like you're a Guitar Hero fretboard. And you're rolling through time linearly. You experience time because our planet's hurtling through space. Thank you so much. I love you. You're rolling through time because our planet's hurtling through space at a steady speed. And so it all affects us at the same speed. And so we all have a common experience, time passing, right? So let's say time is that Guitar Hero like fretboard scrolling at you. And you are the buttons. You're 7 buttons, like up your body, basically. And these concepts, I'll just roughly like go over what these are associated with concept-wise, and then when I get into the harmonic series, that's a lot more intuitive. But root is about where you are, your physical, environment. It's kind of like a Maslow's hierarchy of needs things. Yeah, best description of the different chakras. Thank you. Yeah, so you kind of imagine like the universe is coming at you in these different notes, right? These different tracks on the Guitar Hero thing. And obviously in the song that you hear, there's way more going on than just those fucking keys you got. But this is a way to kind of consolidate and collapse down, rather, the information of experience. All of these are related to different amounts of glands and shit. So it's an actual physical thing they used to use in Ayurvedic medicine. It's not totally 100% accurate to where things are and how important they are in the human body physicality, but it's pretty damn close. So, root has to do with where you are. It has to do with being balanced with your environment. Sacral chakra has to do with your individuality, your creativity, what you want to bring out into the world. It can also have to do with reproduction. It can also have to do with sensuality. It is kind of the personal validation thing, Whatever a simulation and all these recurring patterns and jazz are just stuff the computer runs. We'll get to that. Okay, so the third one is solar plexus chakra. This one is important. This is where the Jesus is. This is where the sun god is, right? It's the fire chakra. And this one has to do with willpower. So if you haven't eaten, you don't have energy. If you put stuff into your stomach, into your sacral chakra, it burns it, heats you up, and then gives you energy. Then you have willpower. If you put the right stuff into your body and it burns it up the right way, you don't just get energy and calories, you get serotonin, which is like it's the wake up, it's the willpower thing, right? So then once you get to the heart chakra, they say that these first three are physical. Animals have these. Animals understand these. Every animal knows what its environment is. Every animal wants to express its own DNA out into the world by reproducing. And every animal has agency and a freedom to choose things. See you around, Eden. Alright, so we get up into the heart chakra. I'm a super science-minded person. I will get to this. The next thing I go over, I'm just going over chakra really quick. But I will get to science. Trust me. Okay, so the heart chakra is the fourth, and this is the first one that humans have to have because you need a conception of it, right? You need to understand, like, you know, heart is a very, like, unique to humans sort of thing. Like, animals feel love. We understand that. But animals feel love when we domesticate them. We provide them part of the human experience, and we open them up to love. Right? The throat chakra is the fifth chakra, and this has to do with air, expression, sound waves, communication. You know? And it's also where between the fifth and the fourth is where your arms come out of, right? And, you know, if heart has to do with, you know, your sense of love and the things that you intend, the things that you know, would love to see, would love to be, would love to, you know, your intentions. Between your intentions and your expression, which is communication, your arms are how you express your intent to the outside world, more so than words. You move up to 6, and you get to, and let me say, if you say you're a pretty science-minded person, there are, like I said, there is a collection of glands, there's collections of lymph nodes, concentrated around each of these chakra, and they used to use them for Ayurvedic medicine. So this isn't bullshit. This is based on human anatomy. It's based on a lot more, but I'll get to that. So the third eye is about perception. I want to break open the concept of the third eye. I've been doing songs about it forever, but I just want to make this simple. I think the problem that a lot of people have is all of these spiritual concepts are way the fuck up here, right? I want to bring those down to earth for a second. So, we form schemas of meaning in our head from birth. We have a construction of the outside world. And there can be things going on in the outside world that we don't know or talk about or understand, right? But the things that we have experienced, the things that we do know, are all in here. We remember them and we make decisions based on the patterns of connections in our schema. The third eye is the ability for your mind to look inward to things you already know. That's it. That's all that means. That is your introduction to the third eye. Welcome. It's where you focus your brain energy. And then the crown chakra is connection to a higher power, which is understanding that you and any of your actions and any of all this stuff is just part of a larger big thing, and everyone's had some version of your experience, and you can honestly connect to anything and anyone if you really try, and that's the crown chakra. Alright, so that's what all this shit means. And now let's go into quarks. So quarks have, there's a thing called the quark model that is based on, yeah, here it is, septahexagon. And basically the way this works is there's these 6 points, and then there is, in the middle, so conscious and subconscious, yes, sort of. There's these 6 points that determine, you know, how different matter forms. And then there's a high point, and then there's a low point under this, right? So there's extremes. This is called the Eightfold Way, which is a Buddhist term. Because the guys studying this realized, like, oh, this is just fucking shit they talk about in, like, Buddhism. pseudoscalar mesons. So you know, there's a bunch of here's another, you know, thing that shows that there's two of these. I don't want to get too far into the jargon. I don't know much about quantum physics to be able to tell you all of the implications of all of these numbers and things. But essentially, what you need to know is there are up, down, strange, charm, top, and bottom quarks. And to oversimplify it, you know, up and down are opposites, strange and charm are opposites, top and bottom are opposites. Okay. So we understand that. Alright. Now, quarks, in our physical dimension, quarks need to form with 3 primary colors connected to each other. Once they connect to each other, they can form subatomic particles, like protons and neutrons. I'm a charm quark. Oh boy. So once you have, and these aren't necessarily colors, but we consider them colors because there's 3 things. In matter eternally, there's 3 things. This is the 3rd dimension, and therefore there's 3 things. And I'm going to keep saying that, and I'm going to keep saying that about everything, but the statement, there's 3 things, is just kind of something to, it's a bit of a universal constant in our universe. So once you have these 3 colors, then you move up to a different, you know, the expressions of matter, essentially. What else can I go on about here before I jump into this? It's 6:41. I don't even fucking, I recorded all the shit I needed to. Wow. Quarks, colors. Let's see if there's a picture of... Okay, yeah. So here's something interesting. So phi, which is 618, which is when I started talking about this, or 0.618, is the number of the golden ratio. Okay? And there's a lot of interesting stuff about it. Here's colors. Here's colors. So here's the wavelengths of colors. There's 2 of them that are literally just, if you take a Planck unit, and then you take it to the, if you multiply it by phi times 136 and 137, you get wavelengths of purple, like this violet, and orange. And these are the colors that make photosynthesis work. And so plants reflect green because they're adapted to absorb more of the opposites of green, rather. Okay. I don't really know what exactly that has to do. There's E8, and we can talk about E8. 8 is an important number because it's an octave. Let's actually get into the harmonic series, and I'll explain how all of this actually, lines up. Come on, am I getting MIDI? Oh, I'm just way too high. I think. No? Oh, it's off. Duh. No, it's still not playing. What's up with you? There we go. Alright. Now we have sounds. Alright. So let's point at these and talk about tones. I'm gonna start with a low C, because we can do that. Let's make it lower. You probably can't hear that if you're on laptops, so let's start there. So, sound works with frequencies. Per second, let's say, there are so many cycles, there are so many times a wave goes up and down, right? And so if you have, this isn't accurate to what I'm playing, but let's use numbers, let's use easy numbers so I can illustrate this easily. If you have 110 hertz, 110 waves in 1 second, right? Also, is Alex here? So 3 is the magic number. 3 is a pretty good number, yeah. So let's say that this is 110. Now let's double that, and you would get 220. That's twice as high. Alright, I'm gonna explain how this ties to chakra. And so if you didn't understand much about chakra, this is how this works. This is sort of the chakra system of the universe. And it goes on forever, but I'm taking a slice of it because it's hard to comprehend infinity. So, between 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, if you play these both together, you have an octave. Once you have an octave, you can multiply this signal by 3 instead of 2. So 100 or 110, 220, 330. You hear that? That is, wow. 1, 2, 3. Right? Okay, so this interval is really simple. In fact, on a guitar, it's called a power chord. So, something that you're gonna notice, and here's some rules. Here's some rules to make this go easier. 1. First rule. Root doesn't matter. The root is your basis. The root is truth. You go by it. Rule 2. An octave, meaning a doubling of a number, is always the same note as the lower number. So I can go 1, 2, and if I multiply this by 4, you can expect it to sound like the same note, just brighter. So now we have this 3-octave enclosure with a 5th in the middle, so here's what we're looking at right now. The 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's build on that second. Right? Okay. 2 octaves, same note as the lowest. Not really. An octave is the same, or any double of a number is an octave of its half. This is the principle of as above, so below from the Emerald tablets. Low, high, high. So 2 is twice, or 4 is twice 2, right? Cases, galaxy, range, chakras, quarks, music theory, and pretty sounds. God. Everything's pretty sounds, honestly. Everything's waves. So 1, 2, 4, and you can expect that 8 is higher than that, and I'm getting way too fucking high. I shouldn't be playing that high. Let's go back down an octave. Alright, let's stay here. So this is 2, 3, 4, and if you've ever heard of the significance of 4, 3, 2, this is symbolic of that. This here is a guitar power chord. And so you hear, like, if I put distortion on that, it would sound really growly. Let's add some synth back into it. So this is a power chord. And the only intervals we are using so far are the octave. Yeah. And the octaves here are the same note as the root. But the rule of octaves applies to all other notes. So let's explore that. And let's move up. So let's say that we have, and I can actually just go do this with a different instrument here if I open this up. Where's the FM synth? Here. So. There it is. So, this is our first note, and then this wheel right here is literally just going to multiply this note by whole numbers. So we have 1, 2. I don't actually want. It's playing a. There we go. So then we have that power chord. And then we have another octave. And then we have a 5 to 4, which is a major third. So. And now you can hear, because this is modulating with the frequency under it, you can hear that the ones that aren't 1, 2, 4, the ones that aren't powers of 2. See how 3 has a bit of a different like sound to it? And 4 is just clear. And then 5 has a little bit of a different sound to it. Now 6 is actually just a double of 3, which is a perfect fifth. The power chord. And then 7 is fucking weird. 7 is a minor seventh. So let's go back to this one, and let's play these. So that's to illustrate, like, these are all just numbers. These are numbers. A major chord in music, which is no, I'm sorry. That there. That is literally nature counting to 5. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's what that is. Have you heard of the minor third? Yes. That we don't get to that till 17. Well, actually no. If you haven't heard of the minor third, so an interval that we already have because we have 3 is we have the octave above it. So that is the same relation as, so this is, let's say, 2 and 4. This is 3 and 6. And this is 2, 4, 3, and 6. Got that power chord in there. Alright. So now we have this basis of 2, 3, 4. And then we have 5. Now we can add another minor third above this by this between the 5 and the 6. We can also add a tritone by, well, okay, I'm not going to go to, I'm just going to explain the notes to root. So we have root, 5th root, and then 5 is a third, 6 is a perfect, and then 7 is the barbershop chord. That. And this is nature counting to 7. So this note up here would be 770, 660, 550, 440, 330, 220. Does this make sense? This is what happens when you make waves faster, by whole number integers. So numbers, like just whole simple numbers. So then we get up to the heart chakra. And so where our last octave had the primary colors of, there's so, okay, so breaking this down, there's there's the enclosure. There's the ground and the sky. There's the firmament below and the firmament above, and then you get a horizon to divide it. And that horizon experiences things, and it realizes things as it experiences that there is something below it that is comfortable and easy to deal with, and there is something above it which is a struggle to deal with. And so that's our predicament in the third dimension, is we have an enclosure, we have us in the middle, our ego, and then we have a very comfortable, nice, pleasant sounding interval. And then we have this fucking weird interval, which is not that pleasant, but it's interesting. And if you reach up just higher than it, you get to the octave. So, you know, you get that fulfillment. So now that we have our we have the third dimension figured out. This is agency. This is the third chakra, right? Where was the chakra? Chakra. Yeah. Yeah. Wisdom, power. Basically, you know, if you're in a second chakra, you're just going, right? You're just chugging. If you're in the third chakra, you have a choice. You know, of which notes you want to introduce to the thing, right? Then you get to the next thing up. And now that you have the heart chakra, just like this one had the conception of, oh, there's something above and something below me, this has a similar thing going on. So, the distance between 7 and 8 is major second. Let's just call it a second, because it's the second note in this scale. So we have a root, and then since this knows the interval of a second, it does it with the next thing up, right? I'm saying it knows, it's, you know, but this is math. I'm just kind of illustrating that. So, can I go down to 0? So. That's that interval. Pretty damn close. And then we go up to 10, which is an octave of the major third. So this is an octave, this is an octave, and this is an octave, or I'm sorry, of the notes below it, the 5, 6, and 7. So if you put your root at 8, let's make it higher just to illustrate the point. If you put your root at 8, then you have 5, or you have 8, 10, 12, 14. And that's the harmonic series. Up to 7. The heart chakra is where you understand more than the primary colors, and you're able to fill in the gaps, because you can see the relations between things in these primary colors that have to do with, you know, their relationships to each other and different ways that you can organize those things in relevance to the root. And essentially, what you have, you get to 11 here, and 11's an interesting one. It's kind of ugly. And I'll show it here. So, do, re, mi. That's not fa. That's not a perfect fourth. So an interesting thing about this is usually in a major scale, there would be a perfect interval there that would be a complement to the fifth. Right? So just living, then having choice, then understanding relations. You're getting it. You're getting it. Okay. So that's the scale that we have so far. Do, re, mi, fa, so. And it's pretty bright. And this interval on its own, kind of ugly. This is the tritone. This is exactly 6 semitones. This is exactly in the middle of the octave. And it exists between the perfect fifth, which is this distance here, which is the first note you get, and the perfect fourth, which would be if you use this as root and moved up here, which is the same. This is a perfect interval, and this is another perfect interval. It's just upside down. So this is the fifth. This is the perfect fifth from underneath. You can decide which one you like better. So then we're at the fifth. The reason, okay, let me just finish explaining 11. I keep trying to jump ahead, but I'm trying to like get past 11. So the actual gap in the 11th harmonic comes from the 5 and the 7, the distance between the 5 and the 7. So if I do, now let's take away the perfect and the root. And that's that same, it's that same interval, it's just fucking weird. So we have that, we have the tritone. It is the uncanny valley because it is exactly in the middle of the perfect fifth and the perfect fourth. And it comes from the relation of the 5 to the 7. They do not play a good interval, those two. It's weird. So, then once we understand this note here, this skip here, then we understand halftones. So just like the root did its same thing where it understood the note below it and put it above, like, this one's gonna understand the note below it. And put another one above it. Right? And so this becomes the halfway point between this note we already have, which is a minor 7, and then, because there has to be another note between these two, we come up with a brighter interval. And so this scale here is the full harmonic scale, and I can show that by just turning up the dial on this thing, starting with 8. Okay, so nature makes notes. Nature, once you get to the fourth octave of the harmonic series, which is the fourth chakra, that gives you a scale to play. Good stuff, good stuff. Welcome, Adam. And then, what else? What else was I gonna do? Okay, Dan Winter Hart. Thanks for coming to the stream and talking about some crazy meta shit. So now let's talk about how this relates to chakra and how this relates to quarks. So, this scale here is a conception of the 7 chakra leading up to it, right? You have the foundation that leads up to the individual. you have the enclosure that understands that there's three things, and then you have a spectrum, which takes the primary colors and understands that there are points in between the primary colors and sees how those relate to each other, and has it within its schema. So you can say that this octave here is sort of the representative of the whole harmonic series, both up to this point and beyond it, and I can show that. Remember the concepts I pointed out earlier. So here's the big one. Here's the fucking huge one. Okay. So you get past 4, and then in octave 5 you get a bunch of extra notes in between these, and, you know, that's, there are more intervals that are sort of important. It has all of the minor intervals, but a lot of stuff in between. We understand this 7-tone scale, and we still organize music into the 7-tone scale. We just replace the 4th with a perfect interval, and then we mess with the 6 and, you know, all that. So we get to octave 5, and we have, you know, all of the different, like, spaces between these. It does the same thing, and it recreates them in between each of the nodes. Each of the nodes now has relations with other notes that are similar to the relations between these notes, and all of those are recreated in the 5th chakra. The 5th chakra is expression and communication, remember. So the 5th chakra allows you to start at a point and make measurements and relations based on, you know, starting at a point in the 7-tone scale and making relations based on that. This is just the fact of, like, you know how hard it is to talk about things that you just innately feel as emotions in your heart? It's hard to talk about, it's hard to put love into words sometimes. It's that whole kind of thing. There's way more notes here than you need to get this across. But you do need all of these notes in the music that we have. And then there's, you know, twice as many, and you get patterns of shit. And then once you get up to octave 7, there are like 128, no, there's 64 tones to the next octave, and that's too many. We don't need that many, because the 7th octave is the plane of understanding of fucking all the stuff under it. So really what's important in the harmonic series is from 1 up to basically 16, which is octave 5. So, now, let's get into how this relates to quarks and how this relates to the human body. The electromagnetic field of the heart has this weird kind of like twirly shape to it, and there's these crosses, and they cross over each other 7 times on the inside. Okay? And then, this corresponds with 7 slightly different angles of heart muscle that together make your heart pump. So, and each one of these are tilts of a phi spiral, I guess. But essentially there's 7 different 7 times cross 7 chakras. Yeah. And just like within your heart is 7 tones that represent the 7 tones overall that each one deals with, the 7 octaves. This represents your understanding of the 7 fucking Guitar Hero things. All I know is Naruto, bruh. Well, I'm sorry if this is a bit over your head. I've been explaining this for a little bit. I got another hour.
I forgot chakra or thing in Naruto.
Oh god, yeah. A lot of 7s. Yeah, 7s are important. So yeah, so there's these 7 layers of heart muscle, which means that your heart, the nerves within your heart that make your heart pump, actually understand this. They understand this thing here. These correspond, like, just like your heart note, and like, you know, what do you got in your digestive organs? You have a stomach, and then you have a liver and a pancreas. And those help burn through things, right? And those are your main 3 digestive organs. before you get into this long fucking serpent of a thing, and, you know, I'm not gonna... Another thing to understand, and I'm not getting into this yet, is that once you get up to 7 here, then you start the one thing over, and you go upside down, right? So then you would start at 1 here, and then blah, 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 blah. And it's, you know, and then you get down to here, and it's all noise. You get between 2 and 1, there's dirt. You get between 3 and 2, and there's, you know, tangled serpents. And that's, you know, it goes both ways. Complexity works both ways. So your heart is actually playing a song. When your heart pumps, your nerves hear it as, essentially, it doing this. Now, we also see that the heart is made up of these two things, these two kind of tetrahedras upside down. Like, this is just kind of a generic thing. But if you look at the colors there, and how they're organized, it looks pretty familiar. Oh man, I wish I had do I have the intervals? Seed interval. Yeah, okay. So this is a top-down view of those 7 tones, basically. And you have the root, and then you have the octave, which is the big one around it. And then in between it, you have the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth. This is just what I associate these with. It's kind of like a mythos reference thing for me. But, yeah, so essentially there's 2 triangles that are made up of the 3 primary colors of the scales. So you have 3, 5, and 7. And then you have 2, 4, and 6. And so if you switch between those chords... This is that third octave thing, and then this is that upside down. And so those are the 2 like halves here. Even more triangles. But yeah, we're in the third, so everything is a 3. But the 7 chakras of everything makes a perfect 10. I like that. Yeah. And if you look, here's the thing about that, about us being based on 3 and, take me back. Okay. So if we're based on 3 and we have 7 chakra, that ends us up at, let's see, be this octave, so it would be 8, 10. Oh, that's a major third. Yeah. And 10 is also important because it is the number of sides. Let me look up Dan Winter DNA. Oh, here's the heart wings. I talk about this a lot. So DNA wraps around a dodecahedra. If you look at a dodecahedra from the top, it has 10 sides. The shape of our DNA is a 10-sided star. The molecules form these 5-sided stars with 6-sided shapes outside of them. And they attach to this 10-sided star. And then they ratchet around this dodecahedral shape. And a dodecahedron is interesting because it has a bunch of, like, find numbers in it, basically. And so, like, DNA is playing the, 10-note scale with four notes. And that's how this goes. Here's a bunch of sacred geometry shit. If you want to hear someone who's way more excited about me, go look up Dan Winter's shit. It took me about 1.5 years of watching this guy, watching his videos over and over again, to understand anything he's talking about. But once I did, I started writing, like, a bunch of lyrics about it. And that's where most of my shit comes from. The shit about heart wings, the shit about DNA and elemental. It's all just pretty much... I am. The entirety... Okay, everything after I am that I wrote on Jacqueline was pretty much just talking about Dan Winter stuff. Intéressant. Merci. So our DNA play scales too. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So yeah, that's the harmonic series. And that's how it relates to the heartbeat, how it relates to chakra system, and how it relates to, it relates to a lot of stuff. Oh, Zipf's Law. That's another thing. Let's look up Zipf's Law.
My favorite kind of coleslaw.
Zipf's Law. I feel like something has been awakened to me, but I can't, like, explain what it is. Didn't I say that's what the heart chakra feels like? Welcome to the meta. Keep climbing, and we'll meet on Jupiter eventually. I don't want simple... Yeah, let's go simple English Wikipedia. Zipf's Law is a law formulated using mathematical statistics. It states that given a large sample of words used, and this is how they defined it, but it has a lot to do with this. The frequency of any word is inversely proportional to its rank in the frequency table. That's not simple English. So word number n has a frequency proportional to 1/n. Proportional to its rank in the frequency table. So to understand that, that means that the most used word is a thing. And then the second used word is going to be half as much. The third most used word is going to be a third as much. The fourth most used word is going to be a fourth as much. And this is true across every language. You think humanity is random, right? No. Every human language distributes itself by Zipf's Law. All of them. All of them. So that's how powerful whole number integers are. It is literally just the rule of is. Things are pleasing, and things tend to follow the pattern of these simple whole number ratios. Not dead on, but they approximate them. But everything is approximate. The only thing nature can ever do is approximate. This is the shape of God, essentially. This is when everything is in perfect harmony. Could you imagine? Us humans are weird. Okay, so how do you come across this stuff? I had a lot of interesting life experiences. And I've had to think about a lot of hard shit when put in hard situations. And the more that I realized things, the more I wanted to dig into spirituality. Second most users use half as much as the first. Third is users third. Yes. Yeah, Flaming Quesadilla, you got it. I want to see if I can find tables for this. So yeah, 14. Yeah. This is a chart of languages, and so, you know, they have a conlang up here as a baseline, Esperanto. And then these are all of the different languages that they've mapped the occurrence of most used words to. Look at this fucking chart. Look at it. Might as well be a line. There's a little interplay. There's a little, like, fraying. That's normal. But this is Esperanto, Latin, Ukrainian, Czech, Italian, Indonesian, Lithuanian, Croatian, Uzbek, Malay, Hebrew, Turkish, Galatian, Belarusian. These languages aren't fucking associated at all. Some of these are. Some of the, you know, Latin, English, you know. But Basque? No. Indonesian? No. Hebrew? No. That is not Indo-European languages. Yet they all follow the same fucking chart. So this is is. The harmonic series is. The harmonic series is. Everything follows the harmonic series. Zipf's law also applies to the distribution of chemicals in molecules. I'm sorry, the distribution of different kinds of molecules within atoms. The most used molecule is one level, and then the one that's used, the second most used is half as abundant. The third most used is 3 times as abundant. Or, I'm sorry, a third is abundant, etc., etc. It's the harmonic series. Let's see. We also, you know, we get up to this interval here, and then we have, Mercury, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. I'm sorry. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Uranus. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. I don't even know the orders of the planets. I just fucking drew a thing the other day out of the orders of the planets. I don't remember them. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. Let's play them as intervals. Mercury, Venus, Earth. Here, Earth. Mars, Jupiter. Just big and powerful. Saturn, Uranus, and then Neptune. And that's how that works. Drop links about these things in the Discord. I can do that. If you follow Jupiter Jericho on Twitter, I post links to. I have some stuff queued that explains some of this stuff too. But welcome. If you didn't understand the harmonic series before, I hope you understand why I'm so fucking jazzed about this. Literally everything in the universe follows it. If you just go about your day and remember just the fucking beauty of the fucking. You can organize your thoughts to that. And an interesting way to do that is with mantras, because the voice, different vowels will project different overtones. The best one that I've found is the Lord's Prayer in Aramaic, which has this like flow to it that just kind of your mind does the harmonic series to it. You can sort of hear like a in the overtones of it. You know, I'm saying that in my head all day. Jesus figured that one out. Props to Jesus. Well-deserved cred. Yeah, ohms are also really good. If you do ohms like they say to do them, you will hear in the back of your throat the descent from harmonic 7 to harmonic 1. It's hard to hear, but if you listen for the you can hear it. I don't want to be doing this forever. But 724. Let's get back to doing some octave up vocals on this. That was like an hour-long aside.
Any deity of the 2-week drop, so don't balk till your tracks launch. Top the play, smoke damage, got maybe we can talk.
If you hear me scream, you're in my...
Any deity of the 2-week drop, so don't balk till your tracks launch. Top the play, smoke damage, got maybe we can talk.
If you hear me scream, you're in my territory. And don't you fucking dare come near me. I'm cruiser, champion, soul guide, gold tier, main feature. Displeased to meet you, don't talk to me. You see me clear, you're in my range of hearing. And don't you fucking dare talk to me. Respect me like nobility, to the best of your ability. But don't you dare talk to me. Don't talk to me.
I don't wanna hear you're a child at heart when you're Emmy deity of the 2-week drop, so don't balk till your tracks launch. Top the play, smoke damage, got maybe we can talk.
If you hear me scream, you're in my territory. And don't you fucking dare come near me. I'm cruiser, champion, soul guide, gold tier, main feature. Displeased to meet you, don't talk to me. You see me clear, you're in my range of hearing. And don't you fucking dare talk to me. Respect me like nobility, to the best of your ability. But don't you dare talk to me. Don't talk to me.
I don't wanna hear you're a child at heart.
Not super clean. Let's do a couple of takes through just the second verse, because I
Talk to me.
wonder where Diaper King relates to the chakra. Second chakra. No, first chakra. I'm sorry.
Talk to me. You hear me scream, you're in. Talk to me. You see me clear, you're in my range of hearing. And don't you fucking dare talk to me. Respect me like nobility, to the best of your ability. But don't you dare talk to me. Don't talk to me.
I don't want
Talk to me. You see me clear, you're in my range of hearing. And don't you fucking dare talk to me. Respect me like nobility, to the best of your ability. But don't you dare talk to me. Don't talk to me.
Okay. Alright, and then let's drop this under the background vocals.
Talk to me. You see me clear, you're in my range of hearing. And don't you fucking dare talk to me. You see me clear, you're in my range of hearing. And don't you fucking dare talk to me. Respect me like nobility, to the best of your ability. But don't you dare talk to me. Don't talk to me.
I don't wanna hear you're a child at heart when you're
Displeased to meet you, don't talk to me. You see me clear, you're in my range of hearing. And don't you fucking dare talk to me. Respect me like nobility, to the best of your ability. But don't you dare talk to me. Don't talk to me.
I don't wanna hear you're a child at heart when you're
Talk to me. You see me clear, you're in my range of hearing. And don't you fucking dare talk to me. Respect me like nobility.
The scale I use for Crow's-Eyed stuff is, it's like a weird Phrygian thing, but it follows, the harmonic scale, from basically harmonic 12. like from the 5th. If you did the harmonic series up from the 5th, it's like that mode.
Damage got, maybe we can talk.
So it's got extra intervals that normal scales don't have.
You hear me scream, you're in my territory, and don't you fucking dare come near me. I'm cross-eyed, sharp-eared, soul guy, gold tier, main feature. Displeased to meet you, don't talk to me. You see me clear, you're in my range of hearing, and don't you fucking dare talk to me. Respect me like nobility, to the best of your ability, but don't you dare talk to me. Don't talk to me.
I don't wanna hear you're a child at heart. When your mind's more childish than any other part, it ain't funny. Begging, go fund me, monthly, if you blow the money buying furry art. I know, high water is inevitable. We're all trying and dying to keep our heads above it all. The shit you can't manage is incredible though. You never cut up a vegetable, tell me it's inedible. Wow, what are you, 5, 6? Your parents never had you play with knives? Shit, microwaving every time you dine? In. How do you even stay alive like this? Netflix and video games and no lifers. What else you blow cash on? Fucking diapers? Oh, I was right. Sorry for asking. Never mind, let me pass you.
If you hear me scream, you're in my territory.
Never mind, let me trash you.
If you hear me scream, you're in my territory, and don't you fucking dare come near me. I'm cross-eyed, sharp-eared, soul guy, gold tier, main feature. Displeased to meet you, don't talk to me. You see me clear, you're in my range of hearing, and don't you fucking dare talk to me. Respect me like nobility, to the best of your ability, but don't you dare talk to me. Don't talk to me.
Don't wanna hear bait from involuntary celibates, cause you can't get it up to masturbate. Want me to relate to despicable traits, cause y'all ain't been late since 1488. Maybe you're concerned about the world cause you weren't rich at birth. Think the tables turn just cause you got a word. So it must be the aliens, reptiles, and birds. Like you don't parrot every other sentiment you've heard. Shut up, that's it, enough of this shit. If you're so supreme, rise above this shit. Become elite and don't bring up this shit. Walk your walk and don't talk like a bitch. If you get clipped, well warned, you fool. Talk shit, get hit is humanity's oldest rule. But patience like Photoshop's magic wand tool. If you're whiting in the way, less tolerance for you.
If you hear me scream, you're in my territory, and don't you fucking dare come near me. I'm cross-eyed, sharp-eared, soul guy, gold tier, main feature. Displeased to meet you, don't talk to me. You see me clear, you're in my range of hearing, and don't you fucking dare talk to me. Respect me like nobility, to the best of your ability, but don't fucking talk to me. Don't talk to me. Hear me scream, you're in my territory.
Let's just do the choruses again, just for good measure, because I like doing them.
Back in the mic, I'll be punching the clock like a demi-deity of the 2-week drop. So don't balk till your tracks launch. Top the play, smoke damage got, maybe we can talk.
If you hear me scream, you're in my territory, and don't you fucking dare come near me. I'm cross-eyed, sharp-eared, soul guy, gold tier, main feature. Displeased to meet you, don't talk to me. If you see me clear, you're in my range of hearing, and don't you fucking dare talk to me. Respect me like nobility, to the best of your ability, but don't you dare talk to me. Don't talk to me.
I don't wanna hear you're a child. Back in the mic, I'll be punching the clock like a demi-deity of the 2-week drop. So don't balk till your tracks launch. Top the play.
How'd you get started composing tunes? I had like GarageBand and Logic and like a keyboard, like way back when I was like 12 maybe. And I started doing string compositions. I read a book on orchestration. It's like a classic textbook on orchestration. And I learned a bunch about that shit and just rolled with it basically. And, you know, over time, I learned more about Logic, I learned more, you know, I started listening to more different kinds of music, started learning more about lyrics. and started putting stuff out. Once I started putting stuff out, I started learning a lot more. But yeah, I can only stay another half hour. I think I'm only gonna be streaming another half hour, so that works out.
Back in the mic, I'll be punching the clock like a demi-deity of the 2-week drop. So don't balk till your tracks launch. Top the play, smoke damage, got maybe we can talk.
If you hear me scream, you're in my territory. And don't you fucking dare come near me. I'm Crow's-Eyed, Sharp-Beard, Soul Guy, Gold Tier, main feature. Displeased to meet you, don't talk to me. If you see me clear, you're in my range of hearing. And don't you fucking dare talk to me. Respect me like nobility, to the best of your ability. But don't you dare talk to me. Don't talk to me.
I don't wanna hear. Back in the mic, I'll be punching the clock like a demi-deity of the 2-week drop. So don't balk till your tracks launch. Top the play, smoke damage, got maybe we can talk.
If you hear me scream, you're in my territory. And don't you fucking dare come near me. I'm Crow's-Eyed, Sharp-Beard, Soul Guy, Gold Tier, main feature. Displeased to meet you, don't talk to me. If you see me clear, you're in my range of hearing. And don't you fucking dare talk to me. Respect me like nobility, to the best of your ability. But don't you dare talk to me. Don't talk to me.
I don't wanna hear you're a child. Back in the mic, I'll be punching the clock like a demi-deity of the 2-week drop. So don't balk till your tracks launch. Top the play, smoke damage, got maybe we can talk.
If you hear me scream, you're in my territory. And don't you fucking dare come near me. I'm Crow's-Eyed, Sharp-Beard, Soul Guy, Gold Tier, main feature. Displeased to meet you, don't talk to me. If you see me clear, you're in my range of hearing. And don't you fucking dare talk to me. Respect me like nobility, to the best of your ability. But don't you dare talk to me. Don't talk to me.
I don't wanna. Back in the mic, I'll be punching the clock like a demi-deity of the 2-week drop. So don't balk till your tracks launch. Top the play, smoke damage, got maybe we can talk.
If you hear me scream, you're in my territory. And don't you fucking dare come near me. I'm Crow's-Eyed, Sharp-Beard, Soul Guy, Gold Tier, main feature. Displeased to meet you, don't talk to me. If you see me clear, you're in my range of hearing. And don't you fucking dare talk to me. Respect me like nobility, to the best of your ability. But don't you dare talk to me. Don't talk to me.
Alright, let's do one more in character.
Back in the mic, I'll be punching the clock like a demi-deity of the 2-week drop. So don't balk.
More character than pitch. Let me take a drink though. Okay, I'm good. Sorry to be ugly.
Back in the mic, I'll be punching the clock like a demi-deity of the 2-week drop. So don't balk till your tracks launch. Top the play, smoke damage, got maybe we can talk.
If you hear me scream, you're in my territory. And don't you fucking dare come near me. I'm Crow's-Eyed, Sharp-Beard, Soul Guy, Gold Tier, main feature. Displeased to meet you, don't talk to me. If you see me clear, you're in my range of hearing. And don't you fucking dare talk to me. Respect me like nobility, to the best of your ability. But don't you dare talk to me. Don't talk to me.
I don't.
Alright, one more. Thanks, universe. That shit happens to me all the time. Welcome, synchronicity. Open yourself up to synchronicity. Find a rhythm that you want to make a tone. Find that tone. The universe is giving you events and tones. Because it always gives you events and approximately tones. There's probably a harmonic on the harmonic series somewhere to fucking approximate it. So if you start seeing events that come across to you, be grateful. Incorporate it into your heart chakra. You'll start seeing more of it. Begin a conversation with the universe. it will answer you. Just like we speak in waves that have, you know, this, you know, 400 to fucking, or, you know, 200 to 2K frequencies, just like we speak in that, in those wavelengths, God speaks in days, months, years.
Respect me like nobility, to the best of your ability.
Let's do a couple more, just
Don't you fucking dare come near me. I'm Crow's-eyed, sharp-beard, soul guide, gold tier, main feature. Displeased to meet you, don't talk to me. Don't you fucking dare come near me. I'm Crow's-eyed, sharp-beard, soul guide, gold tier, main feature. Displeased to meet you, don't talk to me.
and let's do a couple on the end.
Talk to me, respect me like nobility, to the best of your ability. But don't you dare talk to me. Don't talk to me. I don't want to talk to me. Respect me like nobility, to the best of your ability. But don't you dare talk to me. Don't talk to me. I don't want.
Alright, and then let's do another of just flair. And then I kind of want to show you a song that my friend has been working on that I wanted to take a crack at doing harmonies over. Let's do one more. Let's do a couple flare takes, and then I'll do that.
Demi-deity of the 2-week drop, so don't balk till your tracks launch. Top the play, smoke damage, got maybe we.
That last beat made my heart beat into. Oh my god.
Demi-deity of the 2-week drop, so don't balk till your track.
How long are you planning on running the stream? Until like 8. So like 20 more minutes.
Demi-deity of the 2-week drop, so don't balk till your tracks launch. Top the play, smoke damage, got maybe we can talk.
If you hear me scream, you're in my territory. And don't you fucking dare come near me. I'm Crow's-eyed, sharp-beard, soul guide, gold tier, main feature. Displeased to meet you, don't talk to me. If you see me clear, you're in my range of hearing. To the best of your ability. But don't you dare talk to me. Oh, don't talk to me. I don't.
Demi-deity of the 2-week drop, so don't balk till your tracks launch. Top the play, smoke damage, got maybe we can talk.
If you hear me scream, you're in my territory. And don't you fucking dare come near me.
Let's stand up. Stand up. Oh wait, can I switch to... Sorry, that was my fault. We're back.
Demi-deity of the 2-week drop, so don't balk till your tracks launch. Top the play, smoke damage, got maybe we can talk.
If you hear me scream, you're in my territory. And don't you fucking dare come near me. I'm Crow's-eyed, sharp-beard, soul guide, gold tier, main feature. Displeased to meet you, don't talk to me. You see me clear, you're in my range of hearing. And don't
Demi-deity of the 2-week drop, so don't balk till you try. Demi-deity of the 2-week drop, so don't balk till your tracks launch. Top the play, smoke damage, got maybe we can talk.
If you hear me scream, you're in my territory.
Don't you fucking dare
Come near me.
Crude-eyed, sharp-eared, soul guy, gold tier, main feature.
Displeased to meet you, don't talk to me.
If you see me clear, you're in my
Range of hearing.
Respect me like
Nobility to the best of your ability, but don't you dare talk to me. Don't talk to me.
I don't want Demi-deity of the 2-week drop.
Alright, let's just do this note so I can hit it.
Talk to me. If you see me clear, you're in my
Range of hearing.
dare talk to me. If you see me clear, you're in my
Range of hearing.
dare talk. Talk to me. If you see me clear,
You're in my range of hearing.
to me. Talk to me. If you see me clear,
You're in my range of hearing.
to me. Talk to me. If you see me clear,
You're in my range of hearing.
to me. Talk to me. If you see me clear,
You're in my range of hearing.
fucking dare.
Hearing.
Talk to me. If you see me clear, you're in my
Range of hearing.
to me. Talk to me. If you see me clear, you're in my
Range of hearing.
to me. Talk to me. If you see me clear, you're in my
Range of hearing.
dare talk to me. Talk to me. If you see me clear,
You're in my range of hearing.
to me. Talk to me. If you see me clear,
You're in my range of hearing.
dare talk to me.
Not really
Talk to
smooth.
me. If you see me clear, you're in my
Range of hearing.
dare talk to me.
That was it. Alright. I might do one more stream on like Friday where I work on this, but it's gonna be out Saturday. Let's open this other project here. Agency. Alright. Okay. So the audio's back. Gay as ever. Goddamn. Alright, I think this worked. So this is, let me bring up a talk back here. So my mic is, like, the volume I usually have it. Okay. There we go. Alright. Okay, cool. So this is a song that my friend Jared started working on. He got a laptop in Logic recently because of tax shit, and he wrote this song, like, in a night, I guess. And this is just him fucking around with brass instruments because he likes brass. I added the bass.
We see each other too much, it would seem. I can't bear the weight of your dreams. I'm not your keeper, your feelings can burst from your seams. That does not concern me. Uphold yourself in the highest esteem. Falling out becomes standard routine. I ain't about keeping secrets, you get what you see. You have no claim to me, but you tie me up when you're feeling low. Never tied it up till you're in control. I think it's time that we came to a close. That's the way this type of thing goes. I'll pretend that I don't know your name, and you can pretend the same.
If you don't know who my friend Jared is, he's Ace Alpha from No Solicitors. He performs under the name Rover Red now. And he's essentially my musical other half. We've known each other for, like, almost 10 years. And, yeah. I'm going to bed. Have a nice day. Have a good night. Thanks for coming to the stream. Thanks for listening to me ramble about nodes in a chart on a harmonic series. I kind of just want to try doing some harmonies to this. I'm just going to roll and see what happens, because I only have 5 minutes.
But you tie me up when you're feeling.
Yes, this is Ace Alpha.
No claim to me, but you tie me up when you're feeling low. Never tied it up till you're in control. I think it's time that we.
Okay, never tied enough until
No
you're in
claim to me, but you tie me up when you're feeling low. Never tied enough till you're in control. I think it's time that we came to a close. That's the way this kind of thing goes. I'll pretend that I don't know your name, and you can pretend the same.
There we go.
No claim to me, but you tie me up when you're feeling low. Never tied enough till you're in control. I think it's time that we came to a close. That's the way this kind of thing goes. I'll pretend that I don't know your name, and you can pretend the same. No claim
Okay.
to me, but you tie me up when you. Secrets, you get what you see. You have no claim to me, but you tie me up when you're feeling low. Never tight enough till you're in control. I think it's time that we came to a close. That's the way this kind of thing goes. I'll pretend I don't know your name, and you can pretend the same.
I need a drink.
Tie me up,
Secrets, you get what you see.
tie me
You
up,
have no claim to me, but you
tie me up
when you're
feeling low.
never
Tight enough
till you're
in control.
I think it's time that we came to a close. That's the way this type of thing goes. I'll pretend I don't know your name, and you can pretend the same. Secrets, you get what you see. You have no claim to me, but you tie me up when you're feeling low. Never tight enough till you're in control. I think it's time that we came to a close. That's the way this type of thing goes. I'll pretend I don't know your name, and you can pretend the same. Secrets, you get what you see.
Synchronicity.
You have no claim to me, but you
Tie me up
when you're
feeling low.
never
Tight enough
till you're
in control.
I think it's time that we came to a close. That's the way this kind of thing goes. I'll pretend
Kind of thing goes.
secrets, you get what you
I'm just gonna belt.
see. You have no claim to me, but you
Tie me up
when you're
feeling low.
never
Tight enough
till you're
in control.
I think it's time that we came to a close. That's the way this kind of thing goes. I'll pretend I don't know your name, and you can pretend the same.
There we go.
Secrets, you get what you see. You have no claim to me, but you
Tie me up
when you're
feeling low.
never
Tight enough
till you're
in control.
I think it's time that we came to a close. That's the way this kind of thing goes. I'll pretend I don't know your name, and you can pretend the same.
Alright, let's do the second half of that. Oh, let's just do one more full take.
Secrets, you get what you see.
It's after 8, I'm gonna keep going.
You have no claim to me, but you
Tie me up
when you're
feeling low.
never
Tight enough
till you're
in control. Tight enough in control.
when you're feeling
Low.
never
Tight
See you around, Dakota. I'm wrapping up the stream anyway. I'm just doing this for fun.
I think it's time that we came to a close. That's the way this type of thing goes. I'll pretend
Type of thing goes.
I think it's time that we came to a close. That's the way this type of thing goes. I'll pretend that I don't know your name, and you can pretend the same. I think it's time that we came to a close.
Game to a close.
I think it's time that we came to a close.
Game to a close.
I think it's time that we came to a close. That's the way this type of thing goes. I'll pretend that I don't know your name, and you can pretend the same.
Alright, my head voice is leaving me. Let's go back to the other harmonies.
Secrets, you get what you see. You have no claim to me, but you tie me up when you're feeling low. Never tight enough till you're in control. Secrets, you get what you see.
Yeah, it's the after 8 fucking you should stop like thing the universe does to me. Ah.
Secrets, you get what you see. You have no claim to me, but you tie me up when you're feeling low.
This is the wrong.
Secrets, you get what you see. You have no claim to me, but you tie me up when you're feeling low. Never tight enough till you're in control.
Whoa! I'll do that. Also, where's my count in? Because I don't like the amount of count in it's giving me. I want to set my own count in. Count in, click.
Me, but you tie me up.
Tie me up.
Me, but you tie me up when you're feeling low. Never tight enough till you're in control.
Whoa.
Me, but you tie me up when you're feeling low. Never tight enough till you're in control.
There we go.
Me, but you tie me up when you're feeling low. Never tight enough till you're in control.
I gotta do that longer. Just a little bit longer.
Up till you're in control.
Now do it in time.
Up till you're in control. Up till you're in control. Think it's time that we came to a close. That's the way this type of thing goes. I'll pretend that I don't know your name, and you can pretend
pretend the same. Think it's time that we came to a close. That's the way this type of thing goes. I'll pretend I don't know your name, and you can pretend the same. Think it's time that we came to a close. That's the way this type of thing goes. I'll pretend. Think it's time that we came to a close. That's the way this type of thing goes. I'll pretend I don't know your name, and you can pretend the same. Think it's time that we came to a close. That's the way this type of thing goes. I'll pretend I don't know your name, and you can pretend the same. Think it's time that we came to a close. That's the way this type of thing goes. I'll pretend I don't know your name, and you can pretend the same.
Alright, let's just fuck with these. See what I can get out of it, and then I'll sign off. I think it's time we came to a close, so say the lyrics.
But you tie me up when you're feeling low. Never tight enough till you're in control. I think it's time that we came to a close. That's the way this type of thing goes. I'll pretend I don't know your name, and you can pretend the same. But you tie me up when you're feeling low. Never tight enough till you're in control. I think it's time that we came to a close. That's the way this type of thing goes. I'll pretend I don't know your name, and you can pretend the same. But you tie me up when you're feeling low. Never tight enough till you're in control. But you tie me up when you're feeling low. Never tight enough till you're in control. I think it's time that we came to a close. That's the way this type of thing goes. I'll pretend I don't know your name, and you can pretend the same. But you tie me up when you're feeling low. Never tight enough till you're in control. I think it's time that we came to a close. That's the way this type of thing goes. I'll pretend I don't know your name, and you can pretend the same. You have no claim to me, but you tie me up when you're feeling low. Never tight enough till you're in control. I think
time that we came to a close. That's the way this type of thing goes. I'll pretend I don't know your name, and you can pretend the same. I'll pretend I don't know your name, and you can pretend the same. You can pretend the same. And you can pretend the same. And you can pretend the same.
God damn it.
Pretend the same. And the same. You call from. You can pretend the same. You call from time to time, time and again. You call from time to time, time and again. I don't. But you tie me up when you're feeling low. I can't bear the weight of your dreams. I'm not your keeper, your feelings can burst from your seams. That does not concern me. Uphold yourself in the highest esteem. Falling out becomes standard routine. I ain't about keeping secrets, you get what you see. You have no claim to me, but you tie me up when you're feeling low. Never tied up. You have no claim to me, but you tie me up when you're feeling low. Never tied it up till you're in control. I think it's time that we came to a close. That's the way this type of thing goes. I'll pretend I don't know your name. think it's time that we came to. I think it's time that we. I think it's time that we came to a close. That's the way this type of thing goes. I'll pretend I don't know your name, and you can pretend the same. I think it's time that we came to a close. That's the way this type of thing goes. I'll pretend I don't know your name, and you can pretend the same. Secrets, you get what you see. You have no claim to me, but you tie me up when you're feeling low. Never tied it up till you're in control. I think it's time that we came to a close. That's the way this type of thing goes. I'll pretend I don't know your name, and you can pretend the same.
Yeah.
No claim to me, but you tie me up when you're feeling low.
So I've gone for almost 3.5 hours. About an hour of that was explaining the harmonic series and stuff. But thank you guys for coming. I'm gonna come back with another stream Friday. I'm gonna finish up some mixes on Don't Talk to Me. In between now and then, I'm gonna do some mixing work on it. And you know, mess with the drums. I might do more of this. I might do more of this song too because it's fun. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good week. I will see you guys Friday. Good luck out there. Keep climbing. Do not ever look down. See you around.